This Friday, the industry says goodbye to the 117-year-old silver fix as Thomson Reuters CME roll out their new silver fixing engine. So how do producers feel about it? Joining me today is Courtney Lynn of Coeur Mining. Courtney, good to have you on Kitco News.
Thank you for having me, Daniela.
Courtney, let's start with the latest news surrounding the silver fix. There seems to be confusion as to how it will roll out this Friday and who will be taking fix orders. As a producer, are you nervous?
I wouldn't say that we're nervous. To be quite frank, we expected challenges in getting there in time. There's a lot of legal documentation, IT challenges that need to be worked out. And I know that all the banks are working full steam ahead to get there by Friday. So we do expect there to be adequate participation, and we expect things to go off without a hitch.
Obviously, this silver fix is used by producers on a daily basis. So has this impacted you? Will it impact you?
It will have an impact. The impact will be more administrative in nature. We use the silver fix in 3 different ways. We sell our metal on the fix, we hedge our metal against the fix, and we also use it as a benchmark in our royalty agreements for calculating royalty payments. So for us, it's important from an administrative perspective. Ultimately, if there are any challenges or things don't go according to plan, it could potentially cause some short-term pain, but nothing that will affect our production or operations.
Courtney, do you think a change was needed here?
Absolutely. And more than anything else, for the banks, I mean, you have a situation where you have a small number of banks setting the price for a very large market. And unfortunately, in the current regulatory environment, whether or not there was manipulation, I think the tendency is to assume bank malfeasance. So a new process was needed really to mitigate a lot of risk to the banks and limit the regulatory, legal, and reputational risks that they face. It's similar to LIBOR, where you had a small group of banks setting a benchmark for a large industry. So the market was moving in this direction, and it was time. It was somewhat surprising, the timing, I guess, and the abrupt transition, but it needed to happen.
And Courtney, what are your thoughts on the selection of Thomson Reuters and CME?
I think they put forth the best proposal. The industry voted on it. The LBMA ran a very comprehensive diligence and vetting process. We personally spent a lot of time on the phone with the CME. We spoke with the LME. We spoke with a number of parties that were putting forth proposals, and we felt that the CME offered the best solution. And I think things will go well on Friday, and I think this is the best answer for the industry.
Courtney, do you feel that a silver fix is even needed?
Yes, I think for the market to function the way it has functioned, ideally you would have something that looks and feels like the current fix that's auction based. It's used in thousands of contracts, similar to LIBOR, that's used in, I mean, LIBOR to a much greater degree, but it's used in a lot of contracts. So for administrative reasons and just for the market to function as it has and not to create any disruption, yes.
Do you think we'll see a lot of volatility in the silver market in regards to prices come Friday?
We don't. Part of the vetting process with the different administrators that put forth proposals was to assess the checks and balances that will be implemented to prevent any sort of manipulation or testing of the new benchmark. We expect that to work. We do expect at some point somebody trying to test the new mechanism, if you will, but we expect the checks and balances to play the role that we expect them to.
And while the changes were rolling out, were you communicating and speaking with other silver producers?
Yes, I mean, we have dialogue with other silver producers. And actually, in this sort of environment and consultation process, if you will, we've tried to just talk through what's important to us and communicate that to the industry, and specifically the LBMA, because the LBMA, as you know, it represents largely banks. And the banks have a big voice to begin with. As a silver producer, we tend to be a bit more fragmented. So we certainly made an effort to make sure that we pulled our voice together and had a seat at the table and made sure that our interests were met as well.
Courtney, do you think that we'll see a spillover into the gold market now? Do you think changes will come there?
Absolutely. I just think that there's too much risk involved for the banks from a regulatory perspective, from a reputational risk perspective. For the gold fix to continue going on the way it is. I think that the market is going to wait and see how the silver fix goes before they take any action on the gold fix. But it's only a matter of time before the gold fix goes the same way.
Excellent, Courtney. Best of luck on Friday, and thanks for all your time today.
Thank you so much, Danielle. It was a pleasure talking with you.
And thanks for watching this edition of Kitco News. We'll have more coverage for you regarding the new silver fix, which comes out this Friday. In the meantime, you can email us any comments or questions at newsfeedback@kitco.com. Thanks for watching.